Joining us now is Sophia, and she is with Lemons to Lemonade Foundation. Welcome to the show, Sophia. How are you?
Good, how are you? Thank you so much for having me today.
You're welcome. Sophia, you turned one of the hardest experiences of your life into a movement that's helping other kids. Can you share how Lemons to Lemonade started and what inspired you to write your book?
Yes, so when I was just 5 years old, I lost my dad suddenly to a heart attack. However, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, so I was living there, and the Baptist Memorial Hospital there has a huge center for grieving children. They provide free grief counseling, and they also host an annual summer camp called Camp Good Grief. And, lots of kids, most kids, don't really know how to express what they're feeling with their words, like maybe someone more mature would, like an adult. So they taught me how to cope and channel my energies, at just 5 years old through creative outlets. And then 2 years later, when I was about 7 years old, we moved here to Orange County, California to be closer to my mom's family. And I kind of kept asking her, where's Camp Good Grief? Where's my counseling that I got in Tennessee? And we realized there's just absolutely nothing here for children who are grieving. So I wanted to recreate what I was so lucky to have in Memphis here in California and wrote my grief workbook. And now we are hosting summer camps for grieving children.
Sophia, what makes your book, Lemons to Lemonade, different than any other grief books for kids? And can you tell us some of the creative activities that are inside?
Yeah, so Lemons to Lemonade, a grief workbook, first of all, it comes from me. I'm 16, so I'm still a kid, and I can kind of relate more to maybe kids who are experiencing the loss of a parent. I share my shared experiences within the book, so, it just helps create a sense of community and knowing, I'm going to be okay. I'm not the only kid who is experiencing this. So that's kind of what sets it apart from everything else. And some of my favorite activities in the book would be memory boxes. So that's where we do those at camp too. You decorate the box and then you fill it with tons of objects or pictures or things that remind you of your loved ones. There's tons of different arts and crafts like bracelet making. And we also at camp do Build-A-Bear, where we put a little message inside the bear. So there's tons of fun stuff that helps kids channel their emotions through arts and crafts.
Now, after writing the book, you decided to take this journey, right? Lemons to Lemonade, and you decided to create a camp. How did that camp begin?
Yeah, so as I was kind of saying, after my grief workbook was created, I really wanted to take it a step further and recreate what I was able to experience in Memphis here in my community in Orange County, California. So we kickstarted our first camp. We were able to get some funding for some grants, and from there we hosted it in cooperation with St. Margaret's Episcopal School here in San Juan Capistrano, California. And then after that camp, I realized, I want to keep going. And that's when we got our 501c3 nonprofit status. And we started to reach out to some bigger companies that share a similar mission to us. And we're able to get very generous donations and support. And we were able to host our second camp. And now we're working on hosting more workshops this year.
Well, that is a major accomplishment to be able to get these wonderful organizations to support you. How does that make you feel?
Well, obviously I'm kind of just overwhelmed with lots of gratitude, and even though it was a sour situation, I was able to kind of turn my lemons into lemonade. So, to have people support me and support my dad's legacy is really just so heartwarming, and I'm really excited, and it's been an amazing experience, and I can't wait to just continue helping the kids who are in need of support and might not be able to access it.
Now, speaking about people that might not be able to access it, sometimes they can't go to your camp, but tell us about your app. You're actually creating an app?
Yes, so last year I received the Congressional App Award for Best Concept. So I've created kind of a demo or a prototype of the app. So on there's a copy of our book, a free copy of our book. There's activities, there's a mood tracker, and there's also kind of a messaging platform where you can connect with other kids who are experiencing the same loss as you. So right now, one of our big goals for the end of 2025 and then 2026 would be to get some additional funding and support to actually launch this app in the App Store and potentially launch an AI feature where you can get free counseling on an app.
Now, why to you is helping grieving children so important? How is that ripple effect affecting communities?
We see all these statistics of, high depression and kind of my generation and mental illness and suicide. But we have to remember, these are more than just numbers. Like, it's actually happening to children. And not dealing with grief as a child can lead to tons of just trauma and mental illness. So to me, the importance of providing free, accessible resources to kids is just so amazing, because I want to be able to turn their futures around and let them know that they're going to be okay. Because with my support that I was able to access, I'm okay and I'm thriving, and anyone can too.
Well, you've already achieved like a lot by your age, which is absolutely wonderful. What are your dreams for the future, for futures of Lemons to Lemonade, as well as your own personal journey?
Yeah, so Lemons Lemonade really does hold such a special place in my heart. So throughout the years, I'm just going to work towards expanding it and getting more support and donors and volunteers. And maybe one day we could even kind of launch our own Center for Good Grief, where we can have, a physical base where we can host camps and have free counseling. That would be amazing. But yeah, I really just want to work every year, just kind of building up more and more camps, more resources for Lemons to Lemonade, because we are just such a young nonprofit. And then for me, I go to high school here in California. And after I graduate, I would love to go to a college, obviously, and major in psychology so I can become a therapist and help those kids who deserve the support that I was able to receive.
I was able to read your mission to my team a little earlier, and it basically says that your mission is simple. Grief changes your story, but it doesn't end it. And that is so powerful, Sophia, and you can still find the sweetness in life. And we thank you so much, because I guess that's kind of what your book and your journey is all about, is just to really take the lemons and to make lemonade out of it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're an inspiration. As I shared with you on the wonderful, touching phone call when we talked about your personal journey, that I myself was widowed, and Tom left 4 children. And we really wish we had your book back then, or the camps, or even the app that you're going to be putting together. So all of our best from our family to your family and to all of your friends out there. You are a shining star, and we really thank you for spending some time with us to share your journey.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate the opportunity to share with all of you.
You're welcome. You're a rock star. Way to go, Sophia. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Bye-bye. You guys, that is Sophia. She is absolutely amazing. Please go to their website, learn more. If you're a corporation and this touches your heart, please fund them. They deserve the money. Be well. All right, where are all my crafters and all my people that have a junk drawer at home with little doodads that they want to put into something? This is by Farberware, and it is your Snackle Box. That's right, it's a Snackle Box. Now, not only is it a Snackle Box, because you can also put food in this, and it comes with a cutting board. So whether you're a crafter or a snacker like I am, you want to definitely get yourself a Snackle Box. We are so excited. We are celebrating Fashion for Ukraine. And with us now is Olga. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Good. Thank you so much for having us. It's a big milestone for me and for the show as well.
So when did you start this? Tell us about how Fashion for Ukraine started.
Sure. So the road to Fashion for Ukraine actually started about 21 years ago when I was back in Ukraine, and I won a Miss Your Son title. Then I was signed up with a local modeling agency. But you know what? The life actually took me here to the U.S., where between working in hospitality sector and also with my master degree in journalism, I started modeling again only at the age of 29. So from 17 to 29, right? And it was back in New Orleans, Louisiana, actually, during New Orleans Fashion Week. And that was like a big start for me here in the US. Then I went on to Miami, LA, New York, and I modeled a lot. But then last year in 2024, I noticed that's actually a big discrepancy. There were a lot of Ukrainian fashion designers here in the States, but no specific show during the New York Fashion Week to represent them. So I thought, if not me, then who else will do it?
So you did it.
Yes.
So you've had success stories after 3 seasons with
Yes.
shows for designers.
Yes, we were sold out actually all 3 seasons here. And for me, it's about showing actually Ukraine outside of the theme of the war and to show that our fashion is more than just like traditional red clothes. It's really diverse, and you will see it today. And we had Miss Ukraine title holders also walking our runway. So I think that's a success.
That's a huge success. What are your future plans for Fashion for Ukraine and, to get American support and especially like having this type of public fashion in New York City?
So we're also gearing up for the 4th season, which will be in February 2026 here in New York. But it's been so good with the American audience that we were invited on the road. So we're taking this baby on the road.
Nice.
And we're joining Houston Fashion Week next month and a couple of other fashion weeks across the country.
Now, Olga, you have 2 wonderful people next to you, really famous, fabulous designers.
Yes.
Who did you bring?
So this is Anna Yudaeva. She's
Hello,
been
Anna.
with us for 3 seasons in a row.
Okay.
And I'm wearing her outfit today as well to support her.
Nice. And your other guest?
And I also have Tatiana Dadashian. She is our new designer from season 3. She was a big hit, and she is from Your Way brand.
Lovely. Welcome to you. So, Anna, I want to ask you, what made you decide to start becoming a fashion designer? How long have you been doing it?
I have been a designer almost 10 years. I showed my collection in many Ukraine fashion shows, and adorable stars, celebrities wear my dress all the time.
I'd love that. I want to know, what is your particular style? And I know you brought some models with us, right? That are modeling your fashions. So what is it? What describes your style, Anna?
I can describe my creation is not fast fashion, it's couture, made in Ukraine, and I inspired by Europe heritage and history and beauty, of course.
Absolutely. I love the fabrics that you've chosen. They
Thank you
drape
so
the
much.
figure so beautifully, and it says something about style and elegance. So since I just met you, I look at you and I say, wow, this is really an elegant look. So somebody can dress up and feel fabulous in your designs.
Yeah, thank you so much. Today, in this show, you can see my latest collection, Daughter of Olympus. I inspired by Greek goddess.
Yes, Greek goddess. I feel it. I can feel the goddess in all of you. Thank you. Beautiful looks. Thank you so much. And Tatiana, also tell us about your journey. Thank you, models. Thank you so much. Tatiana, tell us about your journey. How long have you been designing?
I've been a designer for over 25 years.
Okay.
Design is my passion, soul, and way of life. About 8 years ago, my partner Victoria and I created Your Way, a brand that brings joy and meaning through clothing. When the war began in 2022, I came to the US with my kids and started trying to rebuild life for myself and the brand. Most of my coworkers, including Victoria, is still in Kharkiv, Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your heart is here, but also really there,
Yeah.
right? And I guess that's what Fashion for Ukraine is all about. You're trying to bring awareness to the designers, to the people that are back home in your homeland, that are helping you make these garments and really trying to bring awareness to it, correct?
Yeah.
So I see you, both genders, right? So you design for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're coming up with a design, we're going to go with you to talk about it. Where do you start? Do you start with a concept, a look, a color? What motivates your journey?
At Your Way, we made clothes for everyone, regardless age, gender, or background, because we believe style belongs to everybody. Our mission in America is simple: to make people feel confident and seen when you wear our stuff. Because when you feel good, that energy spreads to everybody around you.
You're absolutely right. And thank you so much, models. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us today. Thank you. And to the three of you, I cannot tell you how happy I am to celebrate you, your friendship. Friends are the family that we choose, right?
Yes.
So congratulations to all of you. May all success come to you. May all joy and may world peace come to you, seriously, through your fashion, through your heart, your energy. I thank you so much for being here. Wish you all the best.
Thank you for having us.
For give us opportunity.
Oh,
to
you're welcome. And so if you want somebody to get tickets to the show, they just go to
Instagram at Fashion
right?
for Ukraine.
At
Yes.
Fashion for Ukraine.
All the
Thank
updates.
you so much. Yeah, you're all elegant, beautiful energy, and I thank you for being here. And thank you for showing us your beautiful designs.
Sure.
For more information, please go to their website and also their Instagram and follow them and support them. Wonderful fashion. It makes a difference. And you are sometimes who you are. Like what you wear defines how, if you're having a good day or not, right? So I think I need to make a clothing change and wear something fabulous. Fashion for Ukraine. Be well. Joining us now is Robbie Dye, and we're going to be talking about farm to table. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you so much for having me. Very excited to be here.
I love your company. I love what it stands for, Robbie.
Thank you.
So tell us, how did this concept come about?
Well, to be honest, I met a farmer.
Okay.
And I started learning about all that farmers go through to get products to our table. This particular farmer, I got to visit his ranch. And I said, well, where do you sell this to? Where do you raise the cows and you raise a meat product? Where do you get it to? He's like, well, we just sell it to bigger corporations and they tell us what it's worth. And I went, really?
Yeah.
I said, that seems a little backwards. You're the one investing all the money, the capital to get this ranch up and running, and someone else tells you what it's worth. I think we can fix that. And so we decided to start Our Farms, which is a farmer direct online grocery delivery company nationwide. So you can buy products directly from farmers delivered to your doorstep.
I think that's wonderful. I absolutely do. Because it's also healthier for you.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's getting there faster.
Yeah, it is. And another big part that's unspoken often is just the trust and transparency. You know exactly where your food is coming from. And I think where we're at today as a society, we want to see more trust and transparency in our food system. We hear a lot about it in the news today. And so we're excited to be able to bring that solution through an aggregated marketplace, 100% online, helping farmers get their products right to your hands.
I love that. Source certified.
Yeah.
Because you know exactly where it's
That's right.
like
Farmer-owned, verified. Absolutely.
Love that. Castor River.
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Missouri, and I'm
Yeah.
from Missouri, but
All
you told me
right.
this is Southeast.
Southeast Missouri, Dexter, Missouri, Johnny Hunter, third generation regenerative rice farm, farming sustainably with wildlife. I've been to that farm many times. There's deer running around, there's ducks. They have a long grain white rice, long grain brown rice. It is unbelievable. You can truly taste the difference versus, run of the mill rice that's going to come off the shelf. And he's one of the amazing farmers. He was actually the first product we ever put online. So,
Really?
so yeah,
this is like your little baby.
It is,
It's
yeah.
your favorite, one of your.
Well,
I can tell.
we've just built such a good friendship, and
Yeah.
that's part of this is, the faces of our food, right? You go to a grocery store, you have no idea what's behind that shelf, what's behind that product, and we actually help put faces to our food directly from our farmers, Johnny being one of them.
I love that. Hello. Hold on, I'm going to look to the camera for a second. Hello, Johnny. This is a shout out to you, Missouri girl, ready to eat some Missouri rice.
There you go.
Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Who else did you bring with us? You have
So,
Sunrise Flour Mill?
We got a ton. We got Sunrise Flour Mill. This is a heritage wheat organic flour. They have all different varieties for pizza, for making bread. My wife makes amazing bread out of this stuff, and I've never had anything like it. And what's amazing about some of these farms, they're fully vertically integrated. So not only do
Okay.
they farm it,
Right.
but they're milling it as well and packaging it and getting it straight to you. So there is literally no middleman in this process. And so what often people don't realize is when you're shopping at the grocery store, 9 cents of every dollar is what goes back to the farmer. But when you're shopping at ourfarms.com, it's completely flipped. 85 cents on the dollar plus goes back to the farmer when you shop with us. And
That makes me happy.
it's awesome to see an amazing brand like Sunrise. And we also brought Fable Fish with us.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah,
Woo!
female founded. Megan, she's amazing. She grew up on her family's Alaskan fishing boats, and she noticed so much waste coming off the salmon that her family was catching. And she said, wait, how can we reclaim and upcycle this waste that's actually amazing protein for you? And so she came up with a salmon jerky, and it actually still even has some of the skin on it, which is great protein source for you. And we're so excited to be working with Megan and Fable Fish. They just launched this company this year, and this is literally bringing her childhood into this bag and getting it out to consumer America.
I love it. I also studied art in college, and I love the packaging.
Yeah.
So I love great design. So
Yeah.
it's good on the outside and what's on the inside.
Absolutely.
And this is interesting too, salmon jerky, because you hear a lot about like prime beef and things like that,
Sure.
but salmon, cool.
It's really unique. At first, I was like, all right, like let's give it a go. But they have 3 amazing flavors: sea salt, they have a teriyaki, and then they have a sweet chili. I'm a big fan of all 3. Sweet chili is what I reach for first. It's amazing, but you can buy all 3 of those. You can get a variety pack or buy one flavor at ourfarms.com. Super simple, right to your doorstep.
Now you have tallow.
I do.
Big jar of it.
A big
Okay.
jar of tallow.
How do you suggest people use it?
Well, I get asked this question often, as my family is actually ranchers and beef producers ourselves. But this is Farm Wife Tallow, made up of a group of 7 farm wives that came together and said, we want to bring a product from all of our farms direct to consumer, like many of these. And what I see people use them most for is seasoning a cast iron pan, or the Blackstone griddle tops. They're seasoning those.
Yes.
Pie crust, anything cooking lard wise or that you'd use oils for, replace it entirely with tallow, much better for you. And also we have skincare tallow on our farms as well. So we have different lotion products and wellness products that you can get made with beef tallow.
Great. And one more product before we wrap up.
Yes.
Plus all these wonderful products.
There's
so they can
so
go to your
many. I mean,
website
yeah.
and find like over 1,200 products, right?
Yeah, we have over 1,200 products
Wow.
online. We've become the largest online farmers market in America very quickly, so we're real proud of that. I have 3 farm daughters pasta with me here, 3 daughters out of North Dakota. They are amazing. They have an orzo, they have cavatappi, rotini, elbow, amazing pasta, high fiber, 4 times the amount of fiber you'd get in regular pasta, and only 2 ingredients. And so again, everything is sustainable, it's better for you, and directly from
Yeah.
farmers.
Oh, it just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
You're putting those farmers, giving it back.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what we're
helping
working
them be
for.
sustainable.
They work hard for us, and
They
we're just trying to work
absolutely
hard
do.
for them.
I remember one of my favorite memories as a child was going to the family reunions up in Jerseyville, Illinois, and they were all from farms. So I used to come from a farm family. My ancestors were farmers. And let me tell you, the cooking was so absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
But it's because they were like growing the vegetables or,
Yeah.
or the beef or,
Yeah.
they were making pie crust from the flour and the wheat. And
Yeah.
it was always the best.
It
now
makes-
I'm homesick.
Yeah.
Robbie, you made me homesick.
Yeah, I'm
but
sorry.
I am gonna make, I told you I make homemade pizza. So I'm gonna use the pizza flour for that.
Yeah.
I saw the cookie recipe. So every year I have this big, it's the 50th anniversary of my Christmas cookie exchange. It's
Wow.
always the first Sunday of December.
All
So I
right.
guarantee you those products are gonna be on my cookies this year. So
All right, I hope to see it on your Instagram.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Really
much for having me.
appreciate you.
Yeah, it's
Really
a
do.
blessing and honor to be here. Thank you.
Thanks, Robbie. It's Robbie Dye. That's it, Robbie Dye. Just go to their website for more information. Over 1,200 products that are coming directly from the farmers. That's where I'm going to do my shopping. Be well. Joining us now is Dr. Varun. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Great. How are you? Thank you for having us.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. How do you pronounce your last name, Doctor?
Sankaratri.
Beautiful. It's so nice to meet you. You started this product because your wife was pregnant and she wasn't feeling very good.
She had terrible, terrible morning sickness with both our daughters. And that's where that idea was kind of founded from. We wanted to have her not really struggle with the option of, do I take my prenatal vitamin or do I throw up that day? So we wanted to come up with something better that she could tolerate, that had all the essential vitamins and nutrients that she needed, and something that could actually help soothe her stomach at the same time.
Yeah, that's a big one, whether it's like the heartburn or that acid indigestion, because all of your like organs are like pushed up, your rib cage is spread out, and sometimes you just do not feel well. So this supplement, how many do they do, like 2 a day, or what is the serving size? How does it work?
So each bottle comes with 120 soft gels. The serving size is 2 per day. And I know that doesn't sound appealing to everybody to take 2 prenatal vitamins a day, but each serving has everything that you need, even up and above, well-established brands. And the kicker here is that each serving actually has about 300 milligrams of ginger root extract and vitamin B6, 25 milligrams of that. So the idea is with that combination, helps reduce some of that early first trimester nausea that a lot of our patients struggle with.
Now, is it something that people that are not pregnant can take? It seems like everything in here is good, but is it specially formulated for while you're having a baby in your uterus?
So Pregnancy Pure, it has everything that your daily multivitamin would have for your daily women's multivitamin. So for hair growth, nail growth, even postpartum, or even our preconception patients that are trying to get pregnant, this has everything that you need in it for all of those stages of life.
What do you love best about being an OBGYN?
Truly, just the relationships that we get to develop with our patients. I mean, I really, truly enjoy being there for my patients in their happy times, and even some of their sad times, because OB is not always 100% a happy field, even though we generally gravitate towards that. Our patients generally have nice, easy deliveries, but just developing those relationships, getting to take care of someone from the time that they're pregnant with their first baby all the way into their later years when they may be experiencing menopausal symptoms or things like that. It's really one of the very rare fields where you kind of get that longevity in that patient care.
It's really important. I've been going, when I moved to Long Island, I found an OBGYN and they delivered my son 20 years ago. And you're right, as a female, I'm still going to them now as a GYN patient. But I also used to work for an OBGYN when I was really young. I used to take blood pressure, I was like a nurse's aide, measured the heartbeat and things like that. It's so important that we do take care of ourselves, especially when we have a baby on board. And that's the reason I wanted to feature your product, Doc, is that, Pregnancy Pure, like you said, it's a prenatal vitamin. And even if you're trying to get pregnant, it doesn't hurt you to kind of get your folic acid and everything kind of in balance, right? So this does that for you. So it has so many good things. It's got fish oil in it and iron and calcium and vitamin E, D, C, A, K. It's got everything in it. So congratulations on taking this step, not just to help your wife, but to help everybody that's pregnant. It's really cool that you did that.
It's truly one of those things where we wanted to deliver on a few key things, right? So all these prenatal vitamins, we don't really know technically what's in them. So we used even a local manufacturer to you guys in Long Island. So Makers Nutrition is a third-party tested facility. They're neighbors with you guys over in Melville. They've been really great to work with. They're ensuring that our products are pure, that the ingredients are pure, that the listed ingredients are what they are supposed to be. Everything's bottled and manufactured right here in the U.S., right in New York. And it's something that we feel proud to put our name on and kind of stand behind. It's delivering on price, it's delivering on quantity, it's delivering on the ingredients that you and your baby need to kind of stay healthy throughout that pregnancy and even those other stages that we talked about. And we're really excited to have that out there because there's nothing else like this on the market right now.
And what's really nice is that you made it into a gel, like a soft gel cap, because sometimes it's hard to swallow because your whole body when you're pregnant is going through all these different changes. So I like the fact that you created something that is really specifically made for them. So it's got vitamin B6, ginger, and DHA. What does that stand for? Brain health?
DHA are the nice, good fish oils that you may find in different capsules. So they're omega-3 fatty acids. So a combination of DHA and EPA, which a lot of prenatals actually don't have, or if they do have, they sell them in separate gel capsules. These are the things that can kind of lead to a lot of nausea and a lot of distaste and odd feelings when you're kind of trying to take those prenatal vitamins. So with the combination of the ginger and B6, actually, there's really no taste to our product, which is quite unique. And it's been very palatable for our patients. My own wife is still taking them. So I really do think they have a unique combination here that's really going to help a lot of people take their prenatal vitamins and take them consistently. No one should be having to decide if they want to take their prenatal that day or not throw up that day, so it really shouldn't be a problem like that.
I love that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending your time with us today. And my best to you and your family. And to the families
so
that you're
much.
helping. Yeah, nice to meet you so much. Happy journeys to you. Okay, bye-bye. Joining us now is someone that has a product that I probably should have been taking for the last 6 years of my life. Welcome, Kenneth, to the show. How are you?
I'm fantastic today, Donna. How are you?
Good. So, Professor Bees.
Yes.
Literally, you love the bees because what can bees do for us?
Bees are most important in pollinating fruits that are on trees. That's one of their biggest jobs. And if the bees were to disappear, we'd probably lose 75% of our foods. So there's something very special about them. But the honey itself has been shown to have quite a curative property to it.
Okay.
That's why our product has only 2 ingredients in it, honey and 1 single herb. And that's a trade secret.
Okay. So, honey and 1 herb. And when you create this, it's a digestive aid.
Yes.
Right? So, I get heartburn. I've had heartburn now. I think after I gave birth to my last son at the age of 40, after Matthew, I had heartburn during having Matthew. I can't remember not having that like crazy acid reflux, like sometimes in the middle of the night where I think I'm going to die.
Yes.
Right? I'm like, I'm going to choke to death. I really think I'm going to like lights out, right? And I wake up in a panic, right? This is something that might help.
It will help.
It will help. Okay.
Yes.
Not might. It will help. Okay.
Yes. It's been tested for over 2 years already with 100% efficacy.
Wonderful. And do you take it before meals, before you go to bed? Like, when do you take it?
It's different than most other treatments because you take a spoonful a day, and 90% of our customers have said after just 14 days, their symptoms disappeared,
Really?
gone.
Okay.
Once that happens, you're on a maintenance dose, which is a single spoonful every 2 weeks.
Oh,
And it's not too hard to do.
no, not at
But
all.
a lot of people like myself, you can't keep track of a 2-week time frame after the second 2 weeks. So we make it easy. We give you little bee stickers to put on your calendar as a little reminder.
I just gifted everybody on my team an actual calendar, like a wall calendar.
Yep.
So that's perfect. So now I have stickers to stick on my wall calendar.
Yes.
Right? I love that. So when did you realize that this is what you wanted to do, that you wanted to create a product that was going to help people?
I didn't want to create this. I was given some intervention from a higher power, put a thought into my head that something I had not thought about in probably 35 years was an herb that was prescribed to me back then. And I had this thought that maybe this would do something for my throat. As a throat cancer patient, after about 4 weeks, your throat closes up completely. So no food or water. And this is for 2 or 3 months. So when people talk about the cancer patients, they lose their hair, okay, that's fine. Not being able to eat for 2 or 3 months. I lost 60 pounds.
My goodness.
I met a gentleman that lost 85 pounds. And I don't care how big you are, 85 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. Well, after he had already lost 85 pounds, I gave him my formula. After 7 days, he was eating food again.
I wish I would have met you just slightly sooner. I just lost my uncle to throat cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much.
It's terrible.
It was, and that's what had happened, was that he wasn't able to eat. And if you don't eat, you can't sustain
Right.
yourself.
Well,
So
this product for
helps
cancer
people.
patients, it stops the throat sores.
Okay.
You can continue to eat completely. We did put a gentleman through cancer treatments exactly as mine, identical, same doctors, hospital, treatment. Again, I lost 60 pounds, he lost 9.5 because he never stopped eating.
Great.
That's never been done before. Nobody has ever done that on this planet. So we think we've got something very special. Yet this was a gift from God. I see myself as being on a mission from God to share his miracles with all the people that really need it. And that's why I wake up every morning. How many people can I help today is the first thing I say. And I truly mean it.
It's funny that you said that because I've shared the story before, but my television show was also divinely gifted. It was December 28th of 2008, and I was asleep. And I never thought I was pretty enough to be on camera. I thought my nose was too big. I didn't like the space between my teeth, right? So I did everything behind the scenes for many, many, many years. This dream was so profound. I woke up and I wrote down everything that I could remember. And I have been manifesting on that same gift for 18 years.
Wow.
So I understand what you say when you say, hey, listen, it's not me. It's like you get a message and then if you take action on it. And a lot of business owners that I've featured have similar stories.
Yes.
So congratulations to you for listening and then for actually like creating a reality, to be able to see this product here.
It's very special to me. Very special.
Very nice to meet you. So you just take it, like you said, you just take it for 2 weeks.
Take a spoonful every day for 2 weeks, and your symptoms will be gone.
Love it. Professor Bees.
One thing I'd like to mention,
Sure.
very special about this business, because I am on a mission from God, I have pledged 75% of all profits will be given back to needy people across the country. I don't want the money. I don't need it. I have God's gift in me. That's all I need every day. So help people with their pain, and then we help people get their life back on track.
I'm really happy you're here.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So much.
It was worth the ride.
Wow. Yeah, you came from upstate Boston, right?
Yeah.
So thank you. So on a bad rainy day. Thank you again, Kenneth. Thank you so much for being here. This product, please check it out. It is Professor B's Digestive Aid, and you know that I'll be taking some tonight. Be well. Joining us now is John, and he owns a fragrance company called Reagin. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Why did you decide to start your own fragrance company? I love the idea.
Yes. So to positively impact lives and the planet, it's to be part of something bigger than yourselves is really why we're offering this. And fragrance, everyone loves fragrance. You can't go wrong, especially genderless fragrance that is open to everyone. And so this is definitely a passion of ours to kind of be a part of everyone's lives and to hear customer stories such as unique skin was my wedding day scent. Thank you for creating it. Right? Those are just priceless, and really fulfilling stories that we hear quite a bit. So
Tell us about your product line.
yeah, so we have over 30 clean beauty products, perfumes, skincare, soon to be replenishing hand sanitizers is coming as well. So a little bit for everyone, home fragrances. So the goal is to really be a part of everyone's life when it comes to fragrance. That's why we call ourselves a clean beauty and lifestyle company.
When you were growing up or when you were in college, is this something that spoke to you? How did you, were you in fashion? Tell us about this. Who wakes up and all of a sudden says, I'm going to have a fragrance line?
Yeah, so
Okay.
so Reagin, it's really about future generations and well-being and global sustainability. RIA is short for Victoria, my daughter. JN is short for John, my son. So Reagin is close to the heart, right?
Nice.
Growing up in Illinois, near the city, I was impacted by just the overall rich cultures and the vibrant artistry, walking down the
Yes.
quaint small streets and smelling French bakeries and the perfume boutiques, and that stuck with me, all the way through my engineering career and up the executive ranks. And I knew one day we'd come back a full circle, and that day happens to be now. So I guess you can say I went from engineer to fragrancepreneur, and I just coined that term. So.
I like that. I like that. Well, engineer is a very like methodical type of brain, right? And you need that when you're going to bring a product to market. You have to dot your I's, you got to cross your T's. It has to be absolutely perfect. So what is it that we're looking at here, John? Tell us about what you brought.
Yeah,
Some
so-
of your samples of things.
Absolutely. So brought a few of our best sellers here. Number one, Alpha Aura collection, specifically our fragrance oil collection, was recently featured in Elle magazine last month, and so we are super honored to be a part of that list. That's a very popular one. We have our Explore sampler set for just discovery, right? Which one should I pick? Well, this is a great place to start for that as well. And we also have home products. So Chateau Luxe has been extremely popular for calming and tranquil times after a long, stressful day of work. It has white tea, sandalwood, and vanilla in it. So it's a popular one. And then hot off the press, you're one of the first people to know this. The plant-powered replenishing hand sanitizers are coming out for the holidays.
Really? Does that one work?
It does.
Ooh,
Please,
pass
yes.
it on over. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So let me just. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
That is nice.
Thank you.
It doesn't have that like gross chemical
Yeah.
smell.
Thank
Ooh, I like that even when you don't have to sanitize your hands.
you. That's right.
A little here, a little here, a little there, but you have other
Everywhere,
things
that's
for that, right? That's nice. Okay, so this is your newest little baby.
Correct.
And it's called Refresh.
Yes.
Plant powdered replenishing hand sanitizer. Wonderful. This is really great. So you have a company and you have other people on your team, right?
Yes.
What is it like to work with the people that you work with?
It is phenomenal because I call them the brains. I'm the mouth, right?
Right.
Is how I set it up. But we push each other to our limits creatively, and that's exactly what we're supposed to do. But first and foremost, it's all about the customer. Without the customer, we wouldn't exist. And so that is our primary focus, as well as quality products as well. But yes, it has just been a fantastic ride. It's been a year and a half in the making.
Wow.
And we've been, open virtually here for about 5 months, but it has been just a fantastic experience so far.
Congratulations. Congratulations on that magazine story. I mean, that's really how a brand grows. It's just like creating a wave of experiences and a wave of awareness. Because you kind of need both. You have to have the customers experiencing your brand, falling in love with it, being able to give you those testimonials that they like what you made.
That's right.
Right? And then you need the awareness of like, well, hey, they like this, maybe you would like this. Right?
Exactly.
That's a winning formula. Congratulations on what it is that you're doing. And I know that you're helping, you work with One Tree Planted and also 1% for the Planet. Can you talk to us briefly about those two things?
That's right. So
Okay.
those are our two key sustainability partnerships. 1% for the Planet. Their focus is to really restore our biodiversity and forests. And so we committed to planting 300 trees annually. We're starting there. We're going to grow that each year, but we are super happy with that relationship. And then 1% for the Planet. They are a global network of environmental organizations and businesses that commit 1% of their annual sales, not profit, annual sales, to put their money where their mouth is. A lot of
Wow.
companies say, well, hey, we do sustainability. Well, prove it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Prove it. So
And
it's
that's where we are.
One Tree Planted and 1% for the Planet.
That's correct.
Wow. Thank you so much. And I love the fact that you honored your children in the name of your company.
Yes.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate it.
We love our guest. We hope that you enjoy what we bring you week after week. Stay tuned for more. We've been living it up right here with my new friend, John. Joining us now is Ian, and we had a long discussion about his product because it's so wonderful. It is a 3-in-1 ultimate pet bed. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Wow, I really enjoyed our conversation. So you came down from Maine, right?
That's correct. Yep.
And we were laughing. We were talking about all the things that you are able to do in your journey, but this is your favorite thing that you've created.
Yeah, it is. It's my current passion project. That's for sure.
Okay, tell us about this. What was the moment of inspiration for you that you knew that you needed a tool or something that could help your pet?
Yeah, so unfortunately, my dog became paralyzed about 6 years ago, and she kind of lost her ability to control her bladder and her bowel and her back legs. So she was struggling to kind of find her place and be comfortable in a car. And at night, she would sometimes have accidents, and that wasn't great for me. So we
Okay.
came up with an idea. It has a little arm. It slides in between your mattress and your box spring. So this nice little bed sits right at bed height, right next to you. It's like a co-sleeper, essentially. So my little pup could sleep right next to me without having to leave. But she was still, I didn't have to wake up to any incidents or anything like that.
Right, exactly. You didn't have to change the sheets for both of you every single night of
Perfect,
your life,
exactly,
right?
yep.
So what made you realize that this was going to not just help you and your family, but like other families?
So immediately, when I put this on the end of my bed, my sister's dogs always come over. She's got 5 dogs actually, and they wanted to be in the bed.
Wow.
They wanted to be in the bed, whether it was attached to your mattress or if it was just on the ground in the living room. So they were really excited about it. Cats are pretty stoked about it too.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is it the texture? What
I
is it
think it's
about what
just-
you've
it's-
created that made it so like inviting for them?
What's great about it is that it's soft, but it has rigid sides.
Okay.
So this is basically a steel box underneath here. So your dog or pet can lay right in the bed and kind of rest its chin right here on the crux.
Okay.
Super comfortable. And
Makes
then
for
when-
cute pictures too, right? I've
Exactly.
seen some of the pictures and they're adorable.
Exactly. And then when you're in the car, the bucket functionality actually helps hold the pet in safely.
Okay. You were talking, and who's your loved one? Who's your pet?
Piglet.
Piglet,
Her name's
okay.
Piglet. She just
Okay.
turned 17.
Oh, congratulations. So you were saying to me that, when you would try to go on a car ride, though, that, the baby would be like, because of her.
Exactly.
And
She
very
doesn't have
dangerous.
use. Yeah, it doesn't have use of her back legs, so she doesn't really know where her back end's going.
Okay.
Being a dachshund Chihuahua, has a very long body, and she's always looking back, like, where's it headed?
Right.
And when she could sit in this bed, she just kind of lays down. And it's the only time she's really comfortable in the car.
Fabulous. Was it hard to create an invention like this?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was a long process.
Did you have like a mechanical background or anything? Or like,
Personally, I did not.
Okay.
No, we found a manufacturer who was like our redneck engineer, right?
Okay.
So he worked with us and designed this bed in step by step.
also a
with us.
pet lover, I assume,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
I know. I think that's what it is. When you find someone, a team that has the same passion or purpose that you have, and that you're just so driven to bring it into reality, right? It's such a need. What has the reaction been from people?
So it's been great. We've been
Okay.
out to a few different trade shows out in Vegas and Orlando, and we were in the new product expo, and it's just the reach out and just surrounding everyone is just really impressed with the product, and its reach is pretty great so far.
Now, what about the weight? From what size to what size can this work?
So basically we have a 40-pound weight limit.
Okay.
So anybody under 40 pounds can fit in there relatively perfectly.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
What are some of your, I guess, other friends that have invented things? Like if you're going to like co-brand a few different things.
Sure.
What are some other things that you find that help your pet have a more functional life?
Yeah, so right now, my dog has a wheelchair. So
Okay.
Walkie Paws is a great company that we worked with as well. They have really, really nice wheelchairs. They're very inexpensive. And we also have another company that we like to work with, hopefully soon. And they have a cooling and a heating pad. So it
Okay.
inserts right where this pillow is. This pillow is actually reversible here. You can kind of see the suede on the bottom as well.
Oh, nice.
But it has a cooling and heating pad that you can insert in there, and that'll keep your pet cooler in the summer and warm in the winter.
Unbelievable. So you're Piglet's dad.
Yeah,
It's so
I'm
cool.
Piglet's dad,
It's so
yep.
cool. And what is the turnaround time from the time you order it? About how many weeks does it take to actually get to your home?
So right now, it's pretty quick.
Okay.
The turnaround time is about 48 hours for shipping, and
Wow,
it takes
that's
about 2 to
impressive.
3 business days to ship.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. I'm happy for you, Ian. What else do you want us to know about the product? When you say it's 3-in-1, what does that mean?
So 3-in-1 essentially means you have this car seat attachment here.
Okay.
But this whole bed bucket pops right off. There's a little release button on the back, and it clips onto your mattress attachment, which just slides in between your mattress and your box spring, like we said before. But you can also just throw this bucket right on the ground.
Okay.
So it's also a
traditional
great
pet
way,
bed.
exactly, a traditional bed. And it's a great way to kind of assimilate the bed into usage in the car and on the mattress attachment as well.
It's really nice. And even for the safety features, like you said, like,
Exactly.
to avoid injury, when they're in the car rides and
Very
things like
important,
that. So it's
yeah.
very important. I thank you. Thank you for being on our show. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I think your innovation is great. I personally, at the current moment, don't have a little pup of my own, but I don't know, maybe there's one in my future. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Really, really loved it. Loved it. Innovation, right? It's the ultimate pet bed. Why is that? Because it's the ultimate. And I also like the fact that it flips over, right? From the really shaggy side to like the smooth suede. So stay tuned for more. We're living it up right here. I'm Donna Drake, and I was visiting with Ian, the inventor. Be well. Joining us once again is Ryan from Strider Bikes. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Donna.
Yeah, we got a chance to visit a few months ago, and I was so excited, because you are really the face of the brand. It's been around for a really long time. And here the holidays are coming back up. And what are we most looking forward to this holiday season?
Yeah. Yeah, Christmas is our biggest time of the year for Strider bikes. And Strider's really fun because it's a great, Christmas morning present. They come out of the box and they're ready to go real quick. There's not a lot of assembly. There's not batteries that are included or any of that stuff. Your child is excited to be opening the box with you, and the bike goes together super quick while they're still engaged and interested. And you can have them swinging a leg over that bike and riding it around right in the living room right there and having fun and enjoying it right away. So a great Christmas time product.
Well, I would have to agree with you because I remember the year that Santa Claus brought my bike. My birthday's in June, but I ended up getting my bike from Santa, and there was snow on the ground, and I desperately wanted to try to ride it. So I think my parents that year, we put it down in our basement. We had tile in our basement, and I tried the best I could. But there's
Yep.
nothing better, like you said, of being able to unbox something and then use it right away and have fun with it.
Yep.
Where we could
Yes.
avoid everything's like on the screens now. There's a lot of people that are spending their whole entire life looking down on a screen. So this is something
Oh, I
different and
know.
unique and fun.
Absolutely. That's one of our real joys in life is this idea that our product gets kids, up off the couch, gets them active, encourages them to be outside, and really being, using their muscles and their minds and everything all at once. And, your story there of having snow on the ground, one fun thing is that we make skis that strap onto the wheels of Strider bikes. So you can actually use them on a snowy hill and have a good time too. So we've got kids covered, whether it's warm and sunny or snowy outside. We want them on those bikes and we want them up and active and having a good time.
Now, speaking of nostalgia, have you noticed that there are a couple of generations now that have been able to enjoy Striders? Like what type of fan mail are you getting about that?
Yeah, this actually just happened recently. We had a young woman come in, and she was carrying a beat up old Strider in one hand, and had a 2-year-old boy in her other hand, his hand in hers. And they came in and asked what we could do for them. And she said, "This is my bike that I rode when I was a little girl. And as you can see, it's kind of worn out, needs some new tires. And this is my son." Who's now 2, and we're hoping to get it fixed up and let him play on it. So that was the first time that had happened in person in our showroom here. A parent bringing their own child in and with her original bike. That just blew me away that she still had the bike, whatever it was, 6 to 18, must be 18 years later. So that was a lot of fun.
I think that's a good story and a good shot for your annual report this year, Ryan. I think they should make
Absolutely.
I think maybe that should be the cover. I mean, I don't know. I'm not your marketing department, but I'm like, that's so
There
precious,
we go.
so
Generational
authentic.
success.
Yeah, and so real. What's one moment for you in your own childhood that you fondly look back on that when the holiday seasons come up? Is it like a meal that you shared? Is it a special memory with one of your relatives? What's something special for you personally?
Oh, gosh, throw way back here. I think it's just the gathering of the family, and I guess the excitement and anticipation. I've always kind of lived in the north, so generally there's some snow outside, and it always felt so good to be in the living room with everybody around and warm, and usually had a fireplace going and start handing out gifts and everything. I don't know, just the anticipation that had built up to that moment, and then it's finally here. And so we always just had a great time on Christmas Eve with family.
That's very sweet. For me, it's my annual Christmas cookie exchange. It always happens the first Sunday of December at 2:00. And this year is going to be the 50th anniversary. So for the last 50 years of my life, my mom started it when I was 10 years old, and I still do it in her memory. And it's a really big deal. So we completely changed the entire studio into like a winter wonderland. We start decorating the day after, Halloween, and it just kind of goes all the way through January. But it's a lot of fun. It's super special and really memorable. And I didn't have a Strider when I was little, obviously, but I'm hoping that by the time I have other little ones in my life, that there will be Striders under our tree for a long time to come. What's one thing in 2026 that Strider's looking forward to? Like, what are your initiatives in the new coming year, and what are you hoping to achieve? What's important to you? What's on your heart right now?
Well, we've got actually a couple new models that I can't tell you the details on, but we got a couple new products that'll be coming out in the spring of 2026. And so just, really trying to continue promoting the message, and thank you for what you're doing to help. This really is a healthier, better way to get kids riding and getting them riding early. And, that's a big educational process. To explain this new method and product to parents who are still thinking tricycle or training wheel bike. And we've got a better way. And so it really is continuing to push that message. And like I say, we'll have a couple new products coming out in the spring that will help us reach even more people.
Great. Well, I hope you'll come back on, Ryan. The other thing, too, when you were talking about, it's a left brain, right brain thing. This actually helps with so many things: balance, coordination, focus. So continued success to you at the helm there, and to your family, and to the family of all the people that work with you. Continued success. It was really nice to see you again. So
yeah, thank you so much. And
I really enjoy you.
Yeah, it's been great being on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. See you very soon. My best to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys!
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more. Live it up, live it up, live it up now. Live it up now.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.